Hello, this is my week 10 project. Guess let's get to it. First thing we'll go through is CSS because it's pretty small. I didn't use too much. Basically created a background image that we use for a title and a background image for the footer, as well as just function to create different type of like lighter shadowed letters. As far as the JavaScript goes, I created two text box, two drop-down menus, and a button inside my HTML, and all these constants pull from those, so I don't have to input all of this every single time. All I have to do is do like name B instead of name box, and it'll automatically pull that information um, for me. So that's what those are for. Then I created a function add to table because I needed to add a row to a table every time the user selects it, and that's what this function does. The function starts out preventing the default event, which is basically just refreshing the page when you submit it. Excuse me, using the submit button. So that's all that does, is just keep it from refreshing the page so you can continue to add people and not refresh it. New row is the new element that's created in the document that's going to be pushed into the HTML. Now, the new row in our HTML is what the actual writing is that's being pushed into it, and that is using temporal, or that I use temporal literals in order to pull the user inputted data from the web page and push that. So name B value, class S value, role, and style value are all user inputs here that I'm using the values of the user place to push into that row, as well as a button. This is a remove player button, and the reason I did it this way is so I don't have to actually use any type of like array index or anything to keep track of which button goes to which character. What this does is uses this function here, the event listener and function to remove a row, but using new row query selector for buttons, since I only have one button, it wouldn't work this way if I had more than one. Since I only have one though, it directly ties the button that's created to that row and only that row. So I could delete it without deleting others. Other than that, this actually here is what actually pushes that to the table, and then these just clear the box, so it's a little more user friendly, so you don't have to delete it, just automatically clears it. And this is the actual HTML for it. I've got changed up the background a bit, created some classes. This right here uses the CSS to create the title with the background. This is a little paragraph explaining what to do. This is another little title, and this right here is the actual text input, the select ID inputs, the select inputs, which give me 3, then 4 options, as well as another text input and a submit button that on click. So when you use it, it adds it to the table using the add to table function I created in JavaScript. Then I actually have the table itself that I created and then styled using Bootstrap, as well as what I like to do, put that just title header so you know what each thing is, and that's this. And then under table body, I use the ID team table, and what that does is that ties it into where when you push the new row, it pushes it to team table. Or it pushes it to the table body, which table body is tied to team table. Then I just have another little button here that would submit it, as well as a footer and all of the scripts that tie the JavaScript together. That's about it. Other than that, this is the web page. You got the heading. You got the here's what you do. You could add a player, change it to what you want it to be. If you want to do raids, caps locks on, it doesn't matter. Anything you want to do. And then if you want to delete, say, the Titan with more raids, boom, it deletes it. And then once you're done, you can submit it. But yeah, that's my webpage. I hope you liked it, and thank you very much.